What's going on, but guys? It's your boy, MMA Crease King Jr., and I'm coming with you with another video. Just having a little fun with the theory saber, but that's not what we're going to be talking about today. Turn that bad boy off. Do this on the fly. Yeah, so today's video is a little bit different. Come here, I'm gonna talk a little bit. Yeah, you saw me on bed a little bit. Yeah. So, I want to ask a question. Just a question. Is Western entertainment dead? What I mean by dead, like, is it like, is it done? Does it have a way of coming back? That's more the one of the questions because right now in the land of comic books, let's just go ahead and say America or wherever, we are moving into a different direction. We have a little bit of a dilemma, folks, and I always want to talk about this and get my thoughts off on this. Is Western entertainment dead? Is it it like has the East finally won? Did they take it over? And uh, it's in a weird place or whatever. It's in middle ground in my opinion, but it's not looking good. So I mean, from the DCs to the Marvels to Star Wars and all the Disney, um all these companies that represent the United States of America, they they're losing to this stuff right here. They're losing to the anime industry, and I always, you know I I've been always discussing this and like saying in the back of my head is, you know, um, is America done when it comes to the entertainment industry? And uh, listen, Generation Z does not care about, Western entertainment as much as we millennials do. However, at least like the first generation millennials. So I'm talking to people pre-internet, 1981 to about 1995, maybe 96 or whatever. Pre-internet, like no cell phones or anything like that. Like, or if you did have a cell phone, you got it like in middle school, like around sixth grade or seventh grade, because you had to have one. So it was a little bit more easier, and like you couldn't be on you couldn't be on that cell phone that long, and the minutes were so freaking, like, the minute you only had weekend minutes off, like you could get free minutes on the weekends. To shout shout out in the put if you were born in that era or wherever, say, hey, I was born in that era where you had to, like, your mama used to tell you, get off the phone, get off the phone. Your dad be telling you, get off that damn phone. What's wrong with you? Whatever. Like, these minutes ain't cheap. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, man. Like, we're in a weird position right now as movie fans, as, like, TV show fans. Like, is this done? Is this like? I mean, uh, let you just gotta look at this current year so far. Look at, like, the only thing that was originally made was Sinners or whatever. Um, that was like the only new franchise that like actually did pretty decent at the box office. Not worldwide, but it was decent or whatever. And I'm asking the question, is it done? Because right now the anime industry is killing it right now. The thing that people used to make fun of is like number one. It's literally like number one, and that's crazy. I mean, I already knew anime was gonna be somewhat popular or whatever, or like just be a zeitgeist in like in America or whatever. Like, people love and Americans love anime or whatever. Most Americans love anime, but now it is a phenomenon over here. Like there are like companies that are saying move those comic books aside, bring in the manga or the I don't know how you say it in Korean. Maybe Ebola can help me out on that one. But I mean, look at it. Like for right now, for example, Superman. Superman, even though I like the movie, but I objectively, I look like Superman a great movie. It's okay. It's good or whatever. Like highly recommend. Still go watch it. Go support it or whatever. Like, I believe if you go support the the DCU, you can at least we can at least like MCU back on track by, supporting the DCU and like support good content or whatever. So, highly recommend Superman, go watch it. Yeah. But, even then, however, I'm like the most people on when I went to the theater or whatever, I mean, you saw a lot of older millennials. I didn't see a whole bunch of Gen Z guys or whatever, like watching Superman or whatever, because they're just not into it like they used to be. Because um, kids nowadays are going to watch anime movies. And when I was a kid, you know, that was a dream right there. You know, you were lucky if you got to watch the Pokemon movie, let alone watch Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball, the Naruto movies now. Like, this is good. Like, by all means, I'm happy that anime is in movie theaters now. That's cool and everything. But I'm sitting here and saying, like, is the superhero movie done? And when I mean superhero movie is done, is it go? Is it over? Is it over with? I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. I mean, for instance, Kevin Feige, like and I'll leave the article in the attachment down in the comment section, but Kevin Feige was doing an interview with I believe it was I believe it's either Hollywood or Variety or whatever. I'll leave both of the links in the description or whatever. And he was talking about, how they were making mistakes with the MCU, and how he was putting the blame off of everybody or whatever, and there was the same old quality over quantity, all the same cop out that Disney does or whatever. It's the same cop, and but he didn't like Kevin Feige and the MCU are not gonna learn because they already said that they're gonna make more. They're gonna do a reboot, but they're definitely still gonna push diversity, inclusion, and all that mumbo jumbo that no one cares about in movies. Like like literally, they had they said that they didn't want Blade to be a vampire like killing other vampires with leather and swords. And I'm like, well, that's Blade, you moron. Like that's what Blade is for. He's some. There's nothing philosophical about Blade. He kills vampires. He kills vampires and takes names later or whatever. That's Blade. Why does Blade have to be philosophical and like the people of the I mean the power to the people? That doesn't make no sense. However, like that's stupid. Or like you're pushing Riri Williams, you're pushing Miss Marvel, you're pushing Captain Marvel. Uh, these are people that we don't care about. You're pushing the Thunderbolts. Everybody, yeah, Thunderbolts. That's a good example. Everybody claims that they like Marvel is back. Marvel's back. Yeah, yeah. Marvel back. Marvel's back, baby. Marvel is back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Marvel is back. And yeah, Thunderbolt yeah, with Thunderbolts, yeah. You can go on the Rotten Tomato meter. Rotten Tomatoes makes it certified fresh. the audience enjoyed it. I didn't really enjoy it in my opinion. I thought the movie was kind of stupid because you got the villain like wanting to hug it out with the quote unquote anti villain slash heroes Marvel Suicide Squad, whatever they want to be, or the New Avengers or whatever. It was stupid. Like ending was so stupid. I don't even want to go over it. Uh, they and yeah, uh, but the box office doesn't reflect it. However, that you guys like this movie, so that's what they look at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, you want like the critics can like it, the fans can like it, but if the box office doesn't reflect it, there's a high possibility they're probably not gonna make that make a sequel to it. And shout out to my man AP. I was talking to him about this situation too. I mean, he's one of those the exception to the rule because he does care about Western entertainment as a Gen Zer or whatever. He likes I believe monster movies. He likes Marvel and DC comic books or whatever. But he's open to watching anime or whatever. Like he'll like watch a little bit. He'll dabble in anime a little bit. But still, the fact that you the fact that a lot of the generation will like if they're not even quote unquote anime fans, they'll dabble in it because they're looking for good storytelling. They don't care where it comes from. That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because guess what? We're losing to the East when it comes to entertainment. That is a problem, and Hollywood does not understand. Like, listen, if you're going to keep pushing this agenda that men ain't crap, women are boss bitches, and all that, you're going to turn off your audience. Or in this case, your audience is starting to age out of superhero movies, man. Like you just got to make a simple superhero movie. The days we're going back to the 2000 days now, man, where that the year where Batman and Robin did so badly, they turned off the Batman franchise for about 12 plus years, and we had to wait until Blade. We have to wait until Blade to get like quote unquote a serious take on comic book movies or whatever. And Blade still had like the Blade trilogy. It's still decent. You can still go watch it. It's still watchable to this day. Some of the X-Men movies are still watchable to this day. And then you got some stuff that's not as watchable. I mean, like you got the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. You got the Elektra movie. You got the Ghost Rider movies. You got some of the Punisher movies. Those were experimental. Like you still had a fan basis. I mean, like this is pre MCU. Like it was that weird phase in the middle, and then of course the Nolan Batman trilogy that helped out DC for a while or whatever because DC wasn't really doing a lot of live action at that time. I mean, you'll have like some characters that double in um like with the Superman I believe it was Superman Returns or whatever. I think it was with Brand. I want to say it was with Brandon Ralph or whatever, and he was yeah his that movie was not that good. It was not that good. And then of course you had the outside of that you just had the Dark Knight trilogy at that time. So now we're going back to square one again. So yeah, we had the run of the MCU phases 1 through 3, and then you had like there were some movies in the Snyderverse that were okay, but they weren't hitting like Marvel. That was just the truth of the reality. Is it doesn't matter how much you like Man of Steel or any of these other franchise movies. Are we done? Is the Western entertainment done? Is superhero movies done? I don't think so, but it's still scary because you only got three superheroes that can like sell, and one of them is like as much as I like Superman, is struggling at the box office. So now that brings it down to two superheroes: Superman and Batman. I mean, not I mean Spider-Man and Batman. And so if you've seen the breaking news that Spider-Man is going to be a street level character, that's cool, however. But at the end of the day, he's gonna be in Secret Wars, so it's gonna end up being a it's gonna end up not being a street level movie at the end of the movie. If they you're about to be part of a bigger universe or whatever. So yeah, we already know Spider-Man is gonna be in Secret Wars. Okay, like he's gonna be on Battle World, and he's probably gonna lead. Hopefully, he'll lead the Avengers. Well, wait, nah, Pedro Pascal is gonna be leading the Avengers. My bad, because yeah, that's. Oh yeah, and I forgot Fantastic Four is supposed to be coming out this weekend. Will I go watch it in the theaters? Probably not. I just I don't care for Fantastic Four. I never liked the Fantastic Four. However, I thought they was always like lame and like yeah. I always thought Fantastic Four was always lame. They were never my cup of tea of superheroes. I was X Men. I was X Men. I was X Marvel. However, but I have respect for the first family or whatever. But yeah. So that's really what this video is about. Um, is the Western entertainment is Western entertainment dead? Is it like are we still competing? Is it even still a fight now? Uh, I don't know, man. It's a difficult question, or whatever. So I might have to I might start asking some of my friends about this a little bit more. I'll love to have the conversation. Um, so yeah, and this is the end of the video. But this Friday we finally got the Sasuke sisters, so we're gonna talk to them for a little bit. We're gonna talk with them for about an hour and 30. So thank you Sylvia, thank you Jen. So 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. I believe they might be in Canada at that time, so that will be like 9 o'clock p.m. Canadian time or whatever. Come watch For the Homies podcast with Phantom X, Big Dog Jake, Liquid Ebola. We're all gonna have fun that night on Friday night. It's not gonna be Thursday night. We'll still have a Thursday show, but it's not gonna be our main show. We're gonna have like sort of like a little small little get together on Thursdays, getting ready for Friday, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. So all right, then, once again, like, share, and subscribe. And you have a beautiful day.